Transformers reviews, tech and the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views, influences interest on YouTube. People, this is Influence, and today I have the Ares Armor Voltron, which is basically a bootleg of the Lego Voltron. And I must say, this thing, I don't know what I expected, but I didn't expect this. Seems like every time I put together a Lego, I get happily surprised. Now, yes, I know this is the KO and I'm referring to it as Lego. But I don't know what else. Building bricks, I guess, because I don't want to offend the Lego community. I understand. I really wish I would have bought this when it came out in Legos, because it is well worth the money that the Legos was getting. I don't feel like it's worth the secondary market. However, this thing is great. But let's just talk about this as what it is, as the Ares Armor, the whatever you want to call it. Directions, great. You got a big book of directions. Here they go. We can just go through some of the accessories that it comes with. The directions look just like what you would expect in building block snap together pieces. Everything was great. Everything was well illustrated and easy to follow. It took me like three days to build this, and maybe an hour, maybe 3 hours, 4 hours. I say 4 hours at the tops to build this. It was pretty, I can't say intuitive, but once you got like one line together, once you got like one leg together, you kind of knew, like I was going ahead of the directions. I did mess up a couple times. I had to go back a little bit because I was feeling like I knew what I was doing and going ahead, and I didn't know what I was doing, of course. So that's something to be said for that. So let's just get into this. And I'm not in my normal space because this thing is so big. So we have the shield. Shield has these movable things, and I'm just going to get into it. I'm not going to do it like a transformer. Just going to go through each line, and then I'm going to put it together and see Voltron. So you got these movable things on the shields. You can fold it up if you want, and like that, and it can store, and then you can have it open and fly it. Get the sword. All this, of course, you have to put together, but it was really easy instructions, and it's great. It's great. So first, let's check out the blue line. Blue line's here. His mouth, the bottom piece of his mouth moves. His head, I should say his body, moves like this. I did mess up on this one part. I put this in the wrong place, but it's so many parts. It doesn't really do anything because in lion mode it stays up, but it's made to grip this. There's a little piece right here that grips right there, and it's too far back now, or too far forward, because of where I put this. That's the only piece I messed up on, thankfully. But it won't affect lion, because when you go up here, it actually clamps on to a different spot up in this area. You can't really see it, but it does. Just take my word for it. You got the number 4 there. That's a sticker. You got his legs. He has articulation in his legs, up and down. He has this articulation right here. And he has articulation that gets you all the way around. So that's great. No other articulation. Well, except for the tail. Tail has 3 points of articulation. You can spin that around, go down like that, and go all the way up, of course. And it has 2 ball joints. Well, 3 actually. One here. And, you know, when you move it like that, then you can put it in for Voltron mode. And that's pretty much it. It's no rockers or anything. But yeah, this thing is solid. All these pieces are solid. Like, I don't foresee anything falling off. Well, stuff may fall off, but we'll see. Red line, which is an arm, so it's a little bit different. You have the articulation here, which doubles as the elbow joint. And then you have the wrist joint here. Yeah, I pulled that too much. That just clips on, so you go like that and like that. So there's not going to be a whole lot. I do like the way they did this, so you want to be able to put the sword in his hand or the shield. So that's cool. Arms and I should say feet are pretty much the same articulation. You get like all the way down and you get like all the way up like that. And these don't go all the way around because of here. But you can see the number there and the tail. Yeah, so that's great. Green line, same as the red line, same articulation. So we won't go through that, but I will show the green line. You got the 3. Green line is rounded. I do love how it has the aesthetics of the Voltron, original Voltron. Of course, you got the elbow joint right there. All the joints are really tight. All the pieces were really tight, probably tighter than I expected. Then you have the yellow line. Now the yellow line impressed me the most, and I put together it first. You got the mouth, like you should. Here, this is where I messed up on the blue line, but I didn't mess up on the yellow line. So that right there, and it clamps in, so this doesn't move until you want it to, where it goes like that, and then it'll clamp in again. But like I said, it doesn't really mess anything up on the blue line. But here, and you have even shorter ears, like they even look different. He has this thing right here. I thought they all would have like some pop-up weapons. After seeing this, he has the fins back here and his tail. Again, same articulation, same articulation, same articulation. Now for the black line, this thing is heavy. This thing is put together like a tank. It's like a brick. You have articulation here, goes all the way up. You have feet articulation like that. You have his mouth articulation, but you can see his face up in there. So you can keep that like this, and his head can move like that. Really do the Voltron. He has his ears that move out. Do the Voltron. He has these back here. These are a little loose. Like right here, this is loose. I'm going to see how that works in Voltron, but it's flappy. That's probably the only loose part on this guy. This is where you put in the arms, and there's ratchets. Like you put together the ratchets. It's so crazy. It's so nice. Only thing back here, his legs are articulation is limited because it doesn't move. It only moves right here, this foot and this foot right here. So it does look kind of funny because the main mode Voltron, that's what it's going for. So you have to take this off to make it into Voltron. And then you have his tail. So let's get it into Voltron mode. Basically, you got to take these off right here, off the back, and they're on pretty tight. And then you switch them to this side. Oh, the other thing is, I thought this was going to move. I thought it was going to be like a rocker, but it's permanently like that. So put this back this way. And this is probably the last time I'm gonna change it into Voltron. Then you move these out, of course, like you normally do to get them straight. I ripped that off, of course. Move that, you can move this up like that. Move that out. Put this back in. This is like a tight joint, so be careful. Pinched myself. Then move that out. This goes up and up like that, up and up. Like I said, I'm gonna see how it stays. See, it's flapping. It's flappy already, so we'll see. Now these you also have to take out, and then you see, you just spin it around and put it back. That's not ideal, but I mean, what you gonna do? It's like building blocks. It's Lego, so. Oh, and oh man, these just broke. So that's where the KO goes in, and I can't even change it to put it up. It stressed and broke, man. So his arm's gonna be loose. So just be careful. These feel like they're stressing too. Yeah, unfortunate. Let me try not to do this side like that. I should have just put it in as Voltron. There we go. Yeah, this side isn't stressed, so I'm probably gonna have to glue this, which is what I'm gonna do because I'm just gonna keep it as Voltron. Then you have his head reveal. Just do it now. Push it down, move these up, move these up, and black line complete. Of course, these do the same thing they always do. Just fold up the legs and move them like that, like this, as per usual. Legs, you can move this down here, put that in there. So legs, you just do that and then move these up until it clicks. There we go. Same here. This up. There we go. These don't feel good, like the ratchets in here. There we go. Felt like it was not gonna go right. Turn this tail around and down. And there's a series of there's like 2 clip things here, 2 side things here. You got 4 different things that clip in. So you just slide that into, this one goes in right. I think I did something wrong with the blue line, so I'm gonna try to see if I can rectify that. So that goes in, and that's fine. That's what was wrong. This piece is too high. It wasn't this piece that was wrong. I did this piece wrong. So I'm gonna have to take the feet off. Hopefully that'll rectify it. If I take these off, which you don't normally have to do, but yeah, that'll make it go where I needed it. Red line. See what I'm gonna do with this one. Yeah, this is definitely gonna need some glue. You can see a 1/6 scale figure. Jetfire, Skyfire. So you can see how big this is. Just in case, I don't know if anybody has these that are watching this, but yeah, his articulation isn't the greatest. I mean, he has good they're not even ratchets, but it's like a gear. So it really stays up. He has the bend here. This is flappy, so I'm definitely gonna do something about that in a minute. He has this. You can't get a good range on this, so. But I'm gonna put his sword in his hand. How you do that is you pull this, I think out of here. No, wait, which one? Yeah, I think you pull this out and you put these 2 in the bottom and the top. So it makes it look like he's holding it. Then you can move this around. You can't even see that. This is so big, but you can certainly see that he has no trouble holding his sword up. Shield is the same. You put this in here like this. I wish you could twist his head. You can't twist their head. I wish you could, so you can have a straight on bunch of these things. I guess you can use it for something. They're like old can scissors. They look like they would go to like a man if these were manned. No, there's no real articulation, just up and down on the shoulders. Just no articulation on the legs. You can't move them. You're just standing straight up. But it's a great piece, especially if you love Legos or building blocks or whatever. It was fun to put together. It's great looking. And it's big. It is super big. So I'm gonna appreciate it. Alright, so thanks for watching this video, and I will get over to another. Peace.
You know, life ain't over, life ain't over, life ain't over. As long as you're alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you want.